What's good, Commanders fans? Happy Friday. Got my On the Warpath shirt. Make sure you guys sub to him, sub to his channel, and get a t-shirt too. That's my guy. You guys already know. But I just wanted to make a quick video about James Bradberry. I already did a quick segment in my last video when we signed Alex Erickson. I just want to make a quick video because there's a little bit of smoke here now. There's some smoke here now. Now, this is a rumor that was posted on Twitter. It said the Eagles and Commanders are expected to have heavy interest in James Bradberry if released. He is going to be, most likely he's going to be released. All the Giant beat reporters have reported it. And the Giants were trying to trade him. They're going to say they're cutting him, I think they're going to say $10.5 million, but $11 million dead cap hit. So the Giants want to get rid of him. They got all these first round picks. They got Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeau. They got to pay all their picks. And he only has 1 year left on his deal. They're just going to cut him. But where there's smoke, where there's fire, where there's an ex-Panther, there's Ron Rivera. So that's why I feel like there's a chance. I'm not getting all hyped up or whatever, but James Bradberry will be a good addition. This is from an Eagles beat reporter. He said James Bradberry allowed 100.3 passer rating when targeted last year per PFF. PFF is not gospel. But combined with 31 teams knowing how desperately the Giants need cap relief, it's not surprising a market never developed. Unfortunate for James Bradberry, but he'll probably sign now for pennies on the dollar. That statement stood out to me because you got to think about our cap space. We have cap space, but we want to sign Terry McLaurin to an extension. We're waiting for the Landon Collins June 1st salary cap cut, to hit the books and give us some more money. We do have to sign all our picks. We drafted 8 guys, and then we had a couple UDFAs as well. So we want to spend that money on Terry and the draft picks and possibly Landon Collins. And you're paying Will Jack a good amount of money, was $13 million per year. Kendall Fuller, you're already paying him $10 million per year. So if you can get James Bradberry maybe for like a 1 year, $5 or $4 million deal, sign me up for that. I'll take that. Now you got to worry about fit as well. James Bradberry, he's more of a zone corner than a man coverage corner. Kind of like how Will Jack is really good at press man. And we brought him in. Jack Del Rio didn't really use him that way. He used him in zone. And Will Jack struggled in that first half of the year. And then he got better in zone coverage. Or they, mix and match zone here, man here. And Will Jackson played a lot better in the second half of the year. Now James Bradberry is more of a zone covered corner. Last year, he didn't have a great year. Like I said, he had 100.3 passer rating allowed. In zone, last year, he didn't have a great year, but he had a 79.1 zone coverage grade, which is 14th in the league. But he had a 40.1 man coverage grade, which was bottom half of the league, which was pretty darn awful. So James Bradberry, former second-round pick. Of course, Ron Rivera drafted him, so, that's the easy connection right there. To say former Pro Bowler, and he strapped up Amari Cooper in 2020. He strapped up Amari Cooper, and he's gotten at least 3 interceptions the last couple of years. Yeah, the last 3 years, he's gotten at least 3 interceptions or more. So Kendall Fuller, the fit-wise, of course, James Bradberry is more of an outside corner. We do need a nickel corner or a slot corner. Kendall Fuller has played slot. Last year, he didn't play well in the slot. He was a lot better outside. So that's the question for me, where would he fit? But at the same time, Ron Rivera I don't want to call it the Panthers. Ron Rivera and the Commanders had interest in Patrick Peterson. That was a rumor reported by this site on Twitter, NFL Rums. That was really true. They really did have interest in Patrick Peterson. I want to say Ben Standig reported it. Then NFL Rums reported about having interest in Joe Hayden. So where there's smoke, there's fire. They're definitely looking for another corner. And Patrick Peterson's an outside guy. He can play slot too. Joe Hayden's an outside guy. They can play a little bit of slot. So they are looking for another corner. I understand because Ben St. Juste, the concussion, missed a good amount of games last year. Torrey McTyer, who was going to get a lot of playing time and a lot of snaps, tore his ACL in the beginning of the season. Danny Johnson started to play. There were a couple guys off the practice squad that started to play towards the end of the year, like that Dallas game. We had like 3rd string, 4th string practice squad secondary guys out there. You can never have too many corners. You got to have depth out there. You got to have some depth. So I think James Bradberry would definitely help this defense out. Our secondary was bottom 5 in the league almost every statistical category. Third down defense was trash. It was awful. But you look at his 2020. If you can get 2020 James Bradberry, he had an 85.2 single coverage grade, which was first in the NFL. 15 forced incompletions, which was first in the NFL. On targets, 20+ yards downfield. 3 interceptions, which was tied for second. Most forced incompletions in single coverage in 2020. James Bradberry had 14, which was first in the NFL. 21.8 forced incompletion rate was first in the NFL. is all per PFF, and he had the lowest passer rating allowed in zone coverage in 2020 with 40.5. So James Bradberry is legit. He is a dog. Now, Terry McLaurin, he cut him up in the first game on Thursday Night Football. He got him again in the second game, too, where we beat the Giants, where they did the terrible quarterback sneak on 3rd and 9. But I think James Bradberry will be a solid addition. He's 29 years old. Like I said, second-round pick, still fairly young. So if it's a 1 year, $4 million deal, $5 million deal, I would definitely take a look at it. Like I said, if I think it's a small chance. It's a former Panther. So, you know, F.A. Obata, Alex Erickson, even though he didn't get drafted by Ron Rivera or coached. Who else did we sign? There's so many Panthers. I'm just forgetting who the freak we signed. But it's early in the morning. That's why. F.A. Obata. Oh, Andrew Norwell and Trey Turner. How can I forget? Two former Panthers on the line right now. So, but all right, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Hail to the Commanders or Commanders. Peace. Rookie minicamp starts today too. So I'm gonna try to make a video about that if I get some updates. Peace.